This is the National Trust for the Development of African American Men. This is Fred Williams from the National Trust. Good afternoon. I'm going to give you a brief training on the National Trust blog, which is called Keepthetrust. The location of the blog is keepthetrust.blogspot.com. You can see I have the main page open here in my browser window. It's keepthetrust.blogspot.com. And so this is our web address in case anyone wants to read any of our blogs. This is where they should be going to. This is an external site, which means that it's on the internet. We have our own internal blogs within TrustNet, and anything that we put here on the external site will also ask the authors to place inside of the TrustNet site as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through how this blog in particular has been created. Initially, we have our masthead up at the top, which is the National Trust for the Development of African American Men, and a brief description of the trust. You'll see as I scroll down, up in the top corner, you can see where it's got my name, where I'm logged in to the page. If I want to add a new post to this current blog, I can simply click New Post. If I want to change the design, which is how it currently looks, I can click Design, or I can simply sign out, which will completely take me out of the blog and having any administrative functionality within the page. So as I scroll down, you can also see that this is a blog that I created on Wednesday that is part of a Huffington Post article that I found of interest that I thought I would share with you guys. See that on the right-hand side of the blog, it's got a blog archive, so it starts off with the year. And you can see that there's blogs going all the way back to 2006. It has a list of who our current contributors are to the blog and some external links that we can put in as well. I think what I'll do is today is I'll actually go in and I'll put an external link for TrustNet.ning.com for people that are looking for it. So each time you add a new blog entry, what happens is you'll see that there's the next date when that particular blog was created. This one we had up was for the Committee on Effective Crime Policy presentation that Dr. Mendez did back in 2008 in Bethesda, Maryland. There's another session here on Brothers and Family where we had a post from T. Bennett. Here is a resurrection group discussion session that we recorded and we put it online. And you can see that there's an audio player that's built into it. And then here's another audio entry from when Dr. Mendez spoke at Alfred University. And this was probably in 2006 as well. And there's a last entry here from when we actually started the blog, which was on July 27th in 2006. So the blog has been around for a while. So it's a pretty easy tool for you to use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through and show you how we actually build and write out a blog. Here, just under blog archives real quickly, if you press the down arrow, it will actually show you the dates and the number of entries that are available for that particular year. So let's go to Blogger, and blogger.com or blogspot.com is where all the blogs are stored at. The Blogger is a service that allows you to actually have your own blog. It's an online journal, if you will. From here, it talks a little bit about your blog list, or in this particular case, my blog list, because I have several blogs that I have created and I write to occasionally. The icon here shows us how to create a new blog post. This icon next to it, we click on it, it actually shows us the postings that we have. Anytime we need to edit, change, or delete any of those postings, we can just simply click in the check box, and then we can revert that back to a draft. We can delete the post. We can actually label the post, and we can label it, create a new label to say that it was part of a different project or so forth. You can publish a blog that is actually a draft entry and actually plug it, or publish it rather, to the blog. It shows you who the authors was of that particular blog, any comments that were made with regards to that blog, and any followers, people that are actually following you as you write the blog, and then the date again that it was issued. This is some options for Blogger where you can actually get help. You can actually send feedback to Blogger, and you can also connect with Google+. Google+ is another on-site social network similar to Facebook, but it's based on the Google platform. So here again, we can write a brand new post by clicking on our pencil, or we can go here to our box and click Add a New Post. If we have multiple pages, we can go in and we can add a new page to our blog. Currently, we just have one page where we've got our postings going to. Any comments that were made, you can actually click and you can see the comments that were made by individuals that have actually come in and read our blog, and then you can respond back to them. This Kiyama Nago, who's a Resurrection brother, wrote a comment back in November of 2008. He left his telephone number and his email address. Says that he is interested in like the Resurrection group discussion series that we had online. So it gives us the ability to be able to reach out to him. And from time to time, you'll see like this David Prehem put in a note about getting a college degree and so forth. So every once in a while, you have folks that will come in with their own interests and trying to put information up, like this guy did here about penny stock investments and so forth. So everybody that writes to your blog isn't necessarily writing with regards to trust-based issues. Here again is some, you can see under comments is those that are published, and then there's a spam setting as well, so there's no spam that is listed there. Here's a Google Plus link. You can actually expand the audience by using Google Plus. There's some stats with regards to the number of people that are viewing your blog, the number of page views, your audience. So there's some stats if you want to look at that. If you have a earning functionality with regards to AdSense, you can actually monetize your blog, where you can actually make money with your blog. This might be something that we're interested in doing in the future to help raise funds for the trust. There's a little video that talks about AdSense and what it's going to cost you and so forth. Under layout is how the actual blog looks. So we can view here, you can see that the layout has the header up at the top, and it talks about where the blog posts go, the archive, contributors, links, and so forth. So when you look at that, you can simply click on View Your Blog. And so that shows exactly how the blog is currently laid out. If you don't like the way that it looks, we can always go in and change it, but this works for us right now. So this layout, literally we can change this, we can move stuff around, we can reposition headers and so forth to make the blog look a little bit different. And then there's a template settings that shows some current templates where it shows currently how your blog looks, and then there's some different templates such as dramatic views, there's some simple views, and this literally just gives you your backgrounds and your colors for your blogs. There's a series called Picture Windows, and then there's Awesome, Waterwork, and Ethereal, and Travel. So those are some of the updated templates on how your blog will look. And then it also shows you for mobile, for folks who are actually looking at our blog from a mobile phone, how the information is set up to look there. And this little cog means that we can actually customize the mobile template. So this is the mobile is so that people who use smartphones and even tablets can get a different view of our blog. And of course, settings.